Hello and welcome everyone to this new episode on the Digital Nomad Mom podcast. I'm very happy to announce you today that we are talking a little bit off topic, but at the same time it's very related to the most common questions that I have come across with when people approach me and ask me, how am I going about this digital nomad lifestyle? So most people are either in the process of creating their own online business, creating their online presence and a online portfolio with freelance work and so on. So for everyone out there, almost 100%, social media marketing has become the number one tool in order to reach their ideal clients, in order to increase their reach and sharpen their brand out there. So today I am not joined by any digital nomad mom or nomadic person, but it doesn't matter because Miruna will give us some insights and interesting point of views and tips and tricks on how to use social media and how she does it and how she has created her own online business and how it's useful actually for you if you are in the process of setting yourself up as a digital nomad. So first of all, welcome to the show, Miruna. Thank you so much for taking your time and for joining us today. I am handing over the microphone to you, and please tell us a little bit about you and where you think that the audience could benefit most from all your knowledge.
Sure. So I'm Miruna. I'm currently the head of marketing at Planable. Planable is, for a bit of a context, a content collaboration tool for social media marketers. So what it does, it allows people to work together on their social media posts in a very appropriate environment, to say so. Kind of in Planable, you have this one platform where you can view your content and collaborate on it. And that's kind of my background in social media. I've worked with a lot of different professionals that kind of interact with social media one way or another, whether it's a big business and a big team of 50 social media people to a freelancer that kind of works with several clients on it, even to people that only do social media for their online presence. And I think, my kind of 2 cents in it for sure is that social media is, and the online presence in general, is sort of like building your own personal brand. And it's important because it's, in time, it manages to kind of grow what you earn. It grows your perceived value on the market in some way, because you build that authority. And whether it's not just about social media, but it's about content as well, because you start giving back to the community from your own know-how, and that gives people a much larger scale of reasons to trust you, because you already show some of your know-how. So it's clear that you have more that you could offer.
Yeah, I love that you say that. And it's so funny because today I actually was in a coaching call with one of my clients, and he said, I've been in social media now on social media now for the past year, and it doesn't do anything for me. And I'm like, whoa, stop. No, I totally disagree. Even though you might not have the results today, aka the sales that you're hoping to get from your efforts on social media, but it can pay off, and it surely will pay off in the future if you are consistently working on your online business exactly the way that you just said it, and just repeat your marketing message and shapen your authority and the value that you're trying to deliver to your audience. So yes, definitely. So for all of you listeners who is now wondering which nagging voice this is the Digital Nomad Mom podcast. And of course, I am the mother of two children, and I will just include him today because my son is not willing to be silent, and I don't have anyone to watch him today. So if you hear that voice, just ignore him, please. And Miruna, I'm sorry that you have to go through this with me, but we'll just keep chatting as if we are, as this, we, yeah, I hope it's gonna be not too annoying. What do you think is the strategy for 2021 for people who are just coming out of this mindset that they are, they have been in a normal work situation, and then COVID stroke in 2020, and now everyone is searching for new options, opportunities out there. So do you think this affects a lot the overall behavior on social media, or do you think like what's your take on that aspect?
I think it does create an opportunity in the sense that people are spending more time online, and I think that kind of gives a bit more room for new content. As I think before it was a bit too crowded, maybe. But I think, the trend continues. More and more people provide content, more and more businesses provide content, which means that in order to kind of enter that market, you have to find a door. So you're either, talking to a specific niche the way that you do, right? Digital nomadic moms, that's a niche, that's a specific audience. They probably don't have so many pieces of content or people to follow that speak specifically to them and for them. So that's one way to kind of find your place online. Another is to find a specific level of quality, for example, or they can be together. It doesn't. You should look at who your audience is, and what the opportunities of content are there. What are they currently following, and what trend do you see in terms of what they might be missing? And regarding what you said about people that kind of jump on social media and find that they don't have results within a year, I think a common mistake there could be that people go on social and they expect that the audience will come to them naturally. And that might have been the case, I think, I don't know, 5 years ago when social media was this exploratory space. But now that it's so crowded, it'd be great if people would come to us naturally, but usually they don't. So social media is great for promoting your content, but you also have to take steps to build the audience on social media. And that doesn't necessarily mean a paid budget, but what you should do is think about what your audience is currently doing and where they are and how you could get in there specifically. If it's even participating in a podcast, that a podcast has a specific audience, you could attract that audience by speaking on that podcast. You could write guest blogs, for example, on different websites. So my advice would be to kind of look at different places that could be a source of a new audience for you in order to kind of grow that presence.
That's exactly. That's a good point there. And I love how this is going today.
It's great. It's authentic.
Sure, everyone who's watching, if you're a mom, you know what I'm going through right now. I'm trying to keep it up very professional, but it's not working. Anyways, so thanks for sharing that. And also what I always think is a wonderful way of, approaching the marketing on social media is simply putting yourself into the position of your ideal customer and thinking what is their biggest pain points. If it's one, I am sure there's more. And then it could be more like different target groups, but find that mutual desire or the need that they are having, and then address that. Like, for example, if you are a life coach and you want to help people to go through a personal transformation, for example, then it doesn't matter if women or men come to you. What you do is you help them with this aspect. So this is for me something that I have found, because so many marketers out there, they advise their clients, you need to niche down and you find your specific niche. And even though I'm doing this here with my podcast, I still find that even a dad could listen now and get some value out of it, right? Yeah, I guess this is something that is also an evolving process, and something that can become, a new strategy for your marketing. And and then I wanted to ask you something. What do you think about Clubhouse? Are you on the app? Is that something? Are you jumping on every new social platform? Have you been on TikTok? Is Clubhouse now the new thing? And yeah, let's talk about Clubhouse because I'm in love with it. Guilty.
Yeah, I am on Clubhouse, and I find it really, really fascinating. I think it's amazing kind of why Clubhouse kind of attracts people. And beyond this kind of exclusivity thing that they did at first, because you couldn't get in. I mean, you still can't get in without an invite, but now they seem to kind of give invites a lot more easily to people. But I think it's not just about that exclusivity. I think they also win a lot through the simplicity of the platform. I think it's so basic that it allows people to onboard really fast and to kind of just browse through it swiftly without having to kind of understand what this platform is giving me. Now, for me personally, I really, really like it. My struggle with it is kind of fitting it into my routine, because, you have this kind of, okay, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take a shower. What do I listen to? What I do during these kind of free time slots? And I'm trying to kind of find the best time, because they are all of them being live. You kind of there is a better time for how good the content is on Clubhouse, and I'm trying to kind of figure out all those things.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And it's again another a new platform that you have to figure out, and it requires time. But I found for me, and also my niche as being a coach, there's a lot of potential in again building your expertise and showing that you're the authority and an expert in your field, and connecting, like simply reaching out to other coaches, and you doing cooperation. So this has been really fruitful for me, and also other people in my network, they've shared so far. So now final questions, because we're gonna keep it short today. I'm not gonna challenge my motherly patience too much today. Speaking of the, I just heard that. So can you tell people a little bit more about how they can find you, and also Planable, if they are interested in what's the next step, what they should be looking for?
Sure. So they can find me on LinkedIn. I am very responsive there. So just search for my name and add me and send me a message. I'll be sure to reply. As for Planable, it's really easy to start to try it out. It has the first 50 posts are for free, so there's no credit card required, so you can just test it out at your own speed and see if it works for you. And we also have a special discount for the listeners of this
I was just gonna say
podcast.
that, yeah, go ahead, please. Listeners, something for you.
Yeah, if you kind of think it can work for you, the first we offer 30% off for the first 3 months, and the special coupon is Digital Nomad 30.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks so much. That's very generous, and I hope many people will gonna use it and test it out, and then we can also gives you some feedback on this. So Miruna, thank you so much for joining us today, and thanks for the listeners for hanging in there with me today, even with the kids' noise. But again, I guess it's the only podcast out there where you can do this. So I will link to any of the relevant social media profiles of Miruna, obviously, so you can find her, and also mention the coupon code again, so you can find that as well. Thanks again, and I am wishing everyone a wonderful rest of the day or evening where you tune into, and see and hear you next time.
Thank you.
Bye bye.